up? What's going on? This is the DaTruth Podcast.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying? We got Brent again. You know what I'm saying? Richie. My boy Nicky D. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Nick? What's up, Dom? Today, what we're going to talk about, man?
We're going to talk about the school system.
You know
Repeat it after me. School system.
The education system.
The education system.
You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot to say about that, though. You know what I'm trying to say? There's a lot to say about
There really
the education system and where it is at today versus where it was and what it was originally supposed to be.
Maybe from the start it was supposed to be something that controlled the kids and like how they thought. From, you know what I'm trying to say?
What do you feel? I know Brent. So Brent,
currently in college, it's a lot of money, but how do you get a job unless you have a college degree? Excuse me to interrupt. A good paying job. I know there's a lot of entrepreneurs out there. You guys do your own thing. You guys know someone to get a good job. But for the 99%, in order to get a good job, we need a degree. And it's kind of funny. I talked to my grandma, you know, and she says one semester of college is $80. ASU, $4,000 one semester. That's bullshit.
You know what I'm saying? That's
so
crazy.
I mean,
my whole point is this also like we went to high school and bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
We all went to fucking.
Don't tell them the school, nigga.
complete that out.
We all went to. I don't give a fuck.
I said the N-word again. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm
This
so
is a big
sorry.
deal.
I know, it's going. So yeah, no, we all went to high school. Let me tell you. Let me just jump right into it.
Did our teachers even want to teach us, or they were looking for a paycheck?
I feel like teachers, they start with good intentions, but you know they need that paycheck. But let me jump into this. I kind of saw a post about it on Facebook, so I'm not gonna take any credit for it. But school did not teach me how to file my taxes, how to apply for college,
How to drive a fucking car.
how to drive a car.
How to talk to how to be social and personable with people.
Well,
It didn't
dude,
teach me how to think. It told me what to think.
I mean, I'm going to go a
there you
little
go.
off topic about it, but like school kind of messes with people's heads too, like just the people in it and how like there's an image you have to portray to be this one guy, like who's popular, who's the geeks, like just different groups, the goths, whatever, like when we were in high school, but now there's like a different kind of group, I guess. I don't know. High school's so pressuring, and I could see why.
And every high school's different.
Yeah, every high school's different. You know, like if it depends on where you go, because we were in a more, I guess you could say, higher class.
No, of course we were, bro. We were going.
Yeah.
You were going to fucking Lincoln High School.
Well, no, I'm talking about in this the school we went to was more higher class, but
Middle of the high.
But
yeah.
if we're talking about when I lived in
You know what I'm
Brooklyn,
saying?
I had to go through metal
three
detectors.
metal detectors. You
And
know what I'm
honestly,
saying?
I feel like the teachers there, they were ready.
bro.
They were ready. They were ready
They
to teach you. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And the ones out here is just like, I don't blame them
take
for
it for
acting.
granted
Well, no,
almost,
it's like I don't blame them for being assholes to us because we're assholes to them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How are the kids in New York City, bro? Come on.
The kids in New York City were worse, but like they actually did try to help, and these people over here, they just let you fuck up. You know what I'm saying?
Arizona's
Yeah.
what, number 48 out of 50?
Yeah,
I
like
think 49 now.
Get the
It's
fuck
kind of
out
funny.
here,
My
bro.
mom, she's been a teacher for 18 years. You know, this is her career right here. And she first started teaching in Illinois, and they started her off at 44,000, right? On her 16th year, switched over to the local elementary school by the community center. For your sake, they with a master's degree paid her 48,000. Now, with someone's 16 years
Yeah.
experience in a master's degree,
only
yo,
4,000.
if you're in the business field, you're making 200K plus with that.
Yeah.
All right,
least, you know what I'm saying?
with crazy ass benefits. Now, is she a teacher? Does she understand that? Yes. Now she's teaching the future. You know, for all we know, someone sitting in that classroom is the future president, and they weren't provided the best education. My mom was a great teacher, but she now left the school system because it wasn't enough money. You know what I'm saying? Now, who's to say the class next that she left would have had the next president, and she wasn't there to help mentor that person? Now, there's more than one teacher. I'm not saying my mom's the best teacher on the planet, but we just need to put more resources, and I don't mean just economic, just more resources towards our teachers. We need to treat them like we treat our soldiers, our firefighters, you know.
Even our athletes.
Not like they're kids being babysat.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Treat them with more respect.
And the
Like
thing is, too, exactly.
it's a respect. I mean, like I understand if the kids disrespect you, you go off on them. I understand that. That's what they need.
Yeah, yeah.
To get them straightened out. But sometimes you got to be a little more loving about it and not just completely shut them down. You know. Because I've had dickhead teachers. I've had cool teachers. Like,
You know what I'm trying to say?
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? We could all sit here and not to say any names, but Mr. BB, You know what I'm saying?
No one knows what I'm talking about, but look, there was
Yeah, he was.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, we're not gonna drop names or
We're not
anything.
gonna
but tell me about this person. What about him? I don't know what you're talking about.
I never had him, but I heard so many
I
bad
had this
things about him.
teacher, And this teacher was very, how do you say, he was very weird. He was very awkward. The way he would teach is
That class was out of control.
And what subject?
No matter what.
it was science.
in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And this teacher, you know who the teacher
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, exactly.
I had him. Yeah.
And the
Interesting.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
very
Okay,
not
now
to
I
say,
know.
listen, man, at the end of the day, you're not teaching students, you're teaching people.
You're teaching the future
You're teaching,
too.
You know what I'm saying? And the thing about school is that as much as we could talk about it,
Yeah.
why do you think kids fucking hate school? I watched the movie the other day,
What movie?
Accepted,
Okay.
Bro,
Justin Long. Do you know that movie I'm talking
No,
about?
I think I've heard of it.
never
yeah.
heard of it.
He
Accepted.
created his own college.
He created his own college.
Ah,
It was a
yeah,
comedy
I watched
movie.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
that movie, yeah, the
At the
wiener
end of the
one. You know
day,
what I'm saying?
listen,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
guys can have all your rules and principles, but we're kids that want to be taught and fed what we desire, what we love, what we appreciate. We don't want to be forced into, you know what I'm saying?
That's why kids don't
math
want to go
and-
to school and stuff now.
Bro, these kids are taking Ritalin, drugs,
Yeah,
to
exactly.
fucking learn. Listen, man.
Oh, Adderall, man.
Adderall,
Not
it's
Rital-
like number
whatever,
one, dude.
Adderall.
Like
Hey, so you know about that Adderall, right?
You know what I'm trying to say? But
the
think
Ralph
about that,
Lauren,
bro.
baby.
And then people want to say, "Oh well, the government says it's okay." The same government that we talk that is basically killing us. You know what I'm trying to say? Is prescribing you with medication to
Yeah.
better yourself.
Yeah.
They're feeding you fucking drugs so you could.
Fuck
Hey,
your
yo,
mind up
how
more.
many-
All it is Coke.
how
Adderall
many,
literally is Coke.
literally.
How
Xanax,
many-
You know what I'm saying? Heroin, basically.
No. Adderall is cocaine. Let me tell you. I mean, not literally, but how many new disorders get created every year just because a kid can't sit still in class?
Exactly.
Just because he can't sit at his
ADD,
desk.
ADD. No, it doesn't mean
What
that.
the hell
It
is
means the
that?
kid wants to go out and fucking do push-ups.
when you were 4 years old, it's called acting up.
That's what I'm saying.
And the medicine's a fucking slap in the face, son.
You see what I'm saying? Yo,
No,
chill out. Chill
yeah.
out. Hey, what are you doing? Chill out, man. You're not having no fucking cookies for
Now they're prescribing little kids to drugs and shit, man.
Yeah.
Like, think about that.
I mean,
They're
that's my
starting
whole
them off
point.
young, bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It's
That
all
that never happened in the past. Never.
like you said. My fucking medicine was the wooden spoon. You know what I'm trying to say? The belt buckle. You know what I'm trying to say? Like shit like that. You
Well, I
know
mean,
what I'm
some kids, I guess some kids could take that kind of discipline. Other kids can't. You know,
We're all different.
we're all different. But
End of the day, the solution shouldn't be a pill to alter their mind.
Yeah,
and alter
exactly.
their behavior.
Their whole
Thank you,
fucking
Nick.
mind, their whole mind is gonna be fucking destroyed, man.
Mm-hmm.
You're literally chemically implanting a chemical that's not supposed to be there inside the human mind.
Right.
I mean,
it's not
this-
natural.
no, and like you know what I've heard about just the Advil. It takes away your pain receptors if you take enough of it. So if you don't
Remember
have that
Cat Williams
Advil,
said, you take 8 Advils,
yeah,
that'll be your
yeah,
last
yeah,
motherfucking
exactly.
headache. You know what I'm
Well, no,
trying
like
to
the thing
say?
is, if you constantly take Advil because you have like a headache, migraines, whatever, it's gonna take your pain receptors away. So you need that drug. Like you won't have natural pain receptors that just like take away that headache.
you're gonna need to
You're gonna
have
need the
that.
Advil. You have to depend on it the
Well, what
rest
do
of
you
your
think
life
people
now.
do the same thing when they take Xanax and depression?
Well, no, it's the same
Oh, I'm
thing. No,
depressed.
I'm not just saying just for Advil. It's
Guess what?
everything.
You, him, I don't know about you, but me, us three, definitely can be described, if we really want to, as depressed.
In a way,
Anyone.
used
We
to.
could have, bro.
We could have back-
I could have been on Xanax, this, that, and the other
Yeah,
things.
for everything
Get,
that
get the
we.
right doctor, yeah.
Yeah.
See what I'm trying to say?
No, even
Anyone can.
I
See
mean,
what I'm trying to say? But just because I go to that doctor and I say I have problems, does that make it morally right that I'm taking that drug? But this is my whole point. We're talking about school also. But the school not also... See,
we always go
But
off
at the same
topic,
time,
but it's
the
a good
drugs have
debate,
to do
you
the
know?
same thing with fucking school. Like,
Exactly.
They're telling these kids, you're going to have to take some Adderall because you can't focus. Because you can't focus and concentrate on this fucking trigonometry problem that you're never going to fucking use probably the
No.
rest of your life.
Exactly.
You have a disorder because you're not this, you're not that. Look at all these fucking commercials, bro.
Yeah.
You fucking, if you have these symptoms, blah blah blah, but symptoms may also include death. The fucking symptoms of
No,
the drug
yeah,
are worse
yeah,
than the
yeah.
actual
I
fucking
one time
disease,
when
bro.
I had pneumonia, I had to take something called Levaquin. You guys ever heard of Levaquin?
Yo, man.
One of the side effects is tendons snapping. I shit you not.
Yeah, you want to know something
Tendons
funny?
like snapping,
Yeah.
son.
SpongeBob, my leg.
Yeah, you know what's really funny about these drug commercials? It's 15 seconds of what it can do for you, and then the rest of it is just pure. It's literally just the side effects. Like, oh, it could cause lung cancer, it could cause penis cancer, it could cause earlobe cancer. Like shut. It's like, come on, man.
You know what I'm saying?
You don't thoughts of suicide.
Thoughts of
it really
suicide.
does fuck with your brain.
Oh yeah,
Are you kidding
oh
me?
yeah, definitely.
And then, whoa, you're not taking enough of the drug if you're still having those thoughts.
So they give you
Yeah,
heavier
let's give you
dose.
some more.
Let's double up on that fucking Xanax prescription. You would take 2 milligrams.
and
in
we
the
we
morning.
don't need these drugs. Society, humankind has
Dude,
gone
how do you
along
think? Hold on, let
for
me.
thousands
Why
of
can't we
years
deal with
without them.
ourselves?
Hold on. Let me just give you a background of where I'm
You're talking
from.
with us.
Hold
There's
on.
one thing too. We gotta stop paying attention.
Okay,
to the
here's the
camera.
thing. No, I gotta let them know where I'm from. I'm from
do you think?
Albania.
You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
first generation from Albania, so my parents are straight from the village. They never had pills. Never had any of that.
Goat milk.
200 years ago, no one had anything, dude.
2 years
They
ago we
didn't
had
know
nothing.
what that stuff was.
No.
They didn't know
My parents
these-
even say, they're like, yo, what are these diagnoses? Like my dad
Yeah.
got diagnosed with whatever. My mom gets diagnosed with depression. Like what? They're like, I don't even know what depression is. They don't even know.
I'm
What,
saying.
I just don't want to have my.
Let's get back
fucking
into
job
subject.
right now,
Let's get
you
back
know?
into subject.
I'm sorry, guys.
No, I'm
yeah.
sorry too.
No, but it has to
So,
do with the school system.
it does.
That's just a niche of why the school system is fucked up. That's just one little branch.
Because
in
no
my
one
opinion.
wants to learn what
The
they're
way I
telling
see
us.
it, bro, the way I feel it, I went to school. We all fucking did.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, I went to school because I had to.
Yeah.
I
We all had
fucking- I had to wake up at 6 o'clock and then leave at 2. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Like, I had to do it because the society wants me to. My mother.
Yo,
we're all invested in society where we're told to go to school. We don't want to. We are almost forced against our will by our parents. Not to say that they don't want the best for us, but at the same time, my whole point is this. The school system shouldn't be the school system that it is. That's all I'm
Yo.
trying to say. There's no morals invested upon it. There is no teaching with love. There is none of that. And we could talk about that for hours. I know, you know what I'm saying? But is that not true? Like, Nick, like, honestly.
It is true.
You see what I'm trying to say? Like, I don't know, man.
Basically, this whole thing about, we're going back to the whole society perception on how you look with a degree, or if you graduated high school. I personally dropped out of high school. I applied into college now, but before I used to always get bashed on because I didn't graduate high school. But I
He's
feel
one
like
of the smartest fucking
no,
kids
it's.
that I know
I'm not.
over
Look, I'm
anybody.
not trying to brag, but I feel like I'm more intelligent in some way, not every way. Cause
Common
there's-
sense.
Common
Not
sense,
book
exactly.
smart.
Not book smart. I mean,
There's a difference.
I could be. If I really put my mind to it, I could definitely be book smart, but it's something I don't want to learn. But
and at the
I'm
end of the
based-
day, what's the difference between throwing out a bunch of facts that anyone else could look in a book and throw back
Exactly.
the same
Oh,
facts?
Exactly.
Common sense is,
That's what I'm
You know what I'm
saying.
trying to
I used to
And-
read a
and
lot
that
as
goes-
a kid. Now I stopped. Like I didn't want to.
and that goes back on what I was saying earlier. School and high school, college is different. School tells you what to think rather than how to think.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And because of that, Richie's full potential maybe wasn't released.
Exactly.
You
I didn't
know?
want to learn any of this stuff. I sucked at math. I
Right.
hated. I loved reading and writing. I don't know why I loved those subjects.
Because there's no wrong answers. You
I-
express
when-
yourself, there's
when
no
I took-
wrong
I
answers.
Yo.
I loved writing.
Hey, when I took psychology, that was like my favorite
That's what I'm
class to
saying.
take. That's the only class I passed because I actually tried in that class.
And
Passed
I
that shit
think
with an A.
Going back to what you said, it's about money too.
Mm.
For all we know, the cure to cancer could be in someone's mind that can't afford $4,000 for a semester.
Yes,
It could-
exactly.
it could be a
Oh, that's on the
placebo.
rise too.
Marijuana.
It could be a placebo effect. That's a different conversation.
That's a different conversation.
Let's not start about marijuana yet.
You
You
know what
know.
I'm saying? No, I know what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying though.
And
like-
the full potential isn't unlocked unless you go to college. And not everyone has the potential to go to college.
Well, yo, like there's
You
evil
know?
ways to use your mind, but there's also positive ways to get things like going. You know.
Bro, right now, I could tell you the easiest way to make money right now.
What's that?
You want to fucking sell your soul to the devil right now?
Okay. That's
Everyone
let's
has a different price,
that.
but that's the difference.
Let's not start that conversation
See what
yet,
I'm
dude.
trying
That's
to
a
say?
different.
But
That's
my
a
whole
different.
thing is not just because people say, "Oh, sell your soul," blah blah blah. My whole thing is even selling your moral understanding of who you are as a person and giving that up for the quick cash that you could be having right now. Like literally, we could hit up people, start selling heroin tomorrow.
Yeah, but the thing is, do you
If we
really?
chose to.
But
But see,
here-
my whole thing is if we chose to.
Look.
There's people
Why?
make those
Okay, so
choices.
drug dealers. This is a different I don't know why we're going into these, but like, if you're a drug dealer, I'm sorry. If you're selling like meth to people, I advise you to stop because you're killing people for the self accomplishment in your like just
selfish
trying-
gain.
Yeah, selfish gain. You're killing other people.
I'm at Dot's house right now.
You can call me a dickhead. You could try and find me and kill me just because I'm telling you the truth, but
It is true.
it is true. You're killing other people for selfish reasons because of money. That's a different conversation. Money is such a fucked up thing. School, money, everything. Well,
School money and drugs.
School money and drugs, rock and roll, brokers, hookers. Nah.
But like getting back to the school subject.
Yeah, we keep going off topic.
Listen, everything correlates with everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Back to the drugs. Because here's the thing, man. You know, that the government says all this stuff, we're trying to incorporate more schools, more teachers, blah, blah, blah. But you're not incorporating what really needs to be done. Let's call a spade here. If you're really the government...
Ace of spades?
No.
Ace of spades.
Let's call a spade.
It's ace of spades.
No, call it a spade.
Is it really spade of spades?
No.
Alright, go on. Whatever. Fuck my opinion.
You know, the government talks all this good stuff. Oh, we need more teachers. We need more schools. No, we don't. We need teachers who actually give a fuck.
No, teacher, you know, they take that job because they care and they think like something like the Freedom Riders is gonna happen, you know. But it's up to the kids and it's up to the teachers if they really want to teach them that way. Because if you have a personal relationship with a student,
I know miserable teachers that walked in the door, bro. Like,
oh yeah, they hated their job, but they loved the kids they worked with. They hated the administration, but they loved their class. You know what I'm saying? Those are the kind of teachers that I want teaching my kids in the future, that actually care.
I want teachers that are going to teach me something that not necessarily should be taught. You know what I'm trying to say?
Exactly.
Because the things that are, you know what I'm saying, we can go on for days. But, and, that's just high school.
That's just high school, but
That's
I mean,
just high school.
I just applied for college today, took my acuplacer and everything. I mean, 3 classes were $748.
But what did you do on that fucking
Plus
acuplacer
books.
test, the writing part?
I don't want to get into it.
This is
Nah,
fucking
I don't
great.
want to. Nah.
This is great. 5 seconds. That's great.
I literally failed the acuplacer writing part just because they asked me about what I think about money and like why people are distracted by it, and I literally went off on the whole essay, and I failed it on purpose just because it was so opinionated and
No facts to support your opinion.
yeah, there was really no facts, but I mean, there are facts. They're just not written in books.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The kind of facts that are needed in life aren't the ones written in books.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like it's common sense that you know all these things, but some people just really don't give a shit to learn with their own mind. They have to read a book to understand. And I'm not really trying to knock anybody that does read. I love reading. I used to love reading. It's just start using your own mind. You know, like find out what's right.
Well, I feel like books help you unlock the
Oh, yeah.
potential that's in your mind.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
I felt like my first semester at college, it taught me how to think. It really taught me different aspects.
Definitely.
You know, just because, yesterday I used an extreme example, Hitler. I'm going to use an extreme example again today. That's not what I believe in. But for example, our society taught us that hating women is wrong. Well, in extreme circumstances, is it? And no, I would never hit a woman. But I'm just trying to unlock the potential here. That college really taught me how to question the deeper things. You know, just because society says it's this.
Go ahead. What if, with the example?
So, yeah, like what if, let's just say, again, I would never hit a woman, even in this circumstance. You're walking down the street with your crippled grandmother, and some ghetto chick decides to just donkey punch her ass. Goes all Sharkeisha.
Sharkeisha her.
No. All right, now, socially, as men, we're taught to never put our hands on a woman, and I totally agree. I've been doing jiu-jitsu for the past 5 years. I've wrestled the women's. It's totally unfair, really, completely unfair. So society taught us it's wrong to hate women, but in that kind of example, is it? Mm-hmm. And it just taught me to really challenge everything. And I felt like high school didn't challenge me like that, which is kind of cool because, well, no, it's not, because college should teach you, school in general, high school should teach you any and everything you need to know. College is an advanced study in one subject. It just taught me really how to think, and I feel like books with that could teach you how to think. There's very opinionated books, and even if you don't agree with the opinions, there's nothing wrong with it because they help you unlock your opinions.
No, most definite, bro. Most definite. And it's just, I don't know, man. There's a lot to be said. There really is. And at the end of the day,
Bill Gates didn't even finish college.
that's what I'm saying. I was just gonna say that. I was just gonna say before, like how There are people who didn't even go to
Pocahontas?
college, didn't even go to high school, but rather they followed their dreams,
Intuition.
intuition, that feeling within us that we all have. Because here's the point: a lot of the times, there's two paths you could go by. There's the path of I have to do this, or I know I should do this. You see what I'm trying to say? We come to a point where it's called the crossroads. We come to a point where there's two paths we have to go by. Is it do what you feel, do the right thing that you know in your heart, or do this because your mind is telling you? So we almost, in a life that we live, make a choice. I'm going to say a good percent of, I'm 100%, 60 to 70% of the population goes with what they think rather than what they feel.
That's a society.
You see what I'm trying to say?
Because of what school implemented. You have to go to school. You have to get a job.
It's
You
like
have to
almost
repay your debts.
brainwashing.
It really
If you
is.
don't
No,
go
it's
to-
not almost. It really is
And,
brainwashing.
and here's another thing. I mean, I'm in college. Some people say I'm part of the system. You go to school, you get put in debt, and you work the rest of the
Well,
life
the
to pay
thing
off
is,
that
you
debt.
have to go with the system to succeed.
You do. And I mean, like I said, there are entrepreneurs out there. There's people who know people. They get good
Slim
jobs.
chances.
But
Slim,
it's-
exactly.
you're part of the 1%.
Opportunity.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, so what I was trying to get to is that it's really no different than slavery. You have to go to college.
Hey,
you
that's true.
have to be put in debt, and then you have to work.
It just
to pay off
seems like
that
a
debt.
more civil way of doing it.
It
It doesn't
is.
seem
It's
as
very
extreme
simple.
as like real
It's
slavery.
socially acceptable.
$100,000 after school, you better pay it off. The IRS is.
But you're
coming.
free though. You're free. Oh hey, and even if you file for bankruptcy, it doesn't go away. Do you guys know that? Bankruptcy does not take away your student loans. The only way it goes away, for sure, is death. That is the only way.
Sometimes.
Well, I can't think of any other way. But maybe if you're married, maybe your spouse takes it over. I don't know. But I mean, it really it's a civilized slavery.
Oh, definitely.
You
It's
know.
a glorified slavery.
Oh, it's definitely it's a passive aggressive slavery. Is what it is. It's the kind of slavery, like I just said before. Hey, you're $100,000 in debt. We're not gonna come to you now, but if you don't pay it off, the IRS is gonna come and we're gonna reap all your shit.
Yeah, and they can.
So it's okay.
Yeah.
But do your life. You know
Yeah,
what
and I mean, let me tell you.
The
Let me tell you.
wine glass drinking
I am in college. I am in college because I do believe in it. Eventually, those debts go away if you get a good job. Eventually, you do succeed. Eventually, you get that white picket fence house. And let me tell you, I don't understand the true purpose of life. I do believe everyone should be religious, but
I
you know,
believe in religious,
people-
I believe in spiritual.
everyone dipping. What are we doing? What's going on over here?
Not the door.
All right, is this intermission? Are we taking an intermission right now?
What did he say before that?
So, where I was at was no, it is a good thing. College is a good thing, but for a lot of people, it's slavery. I mean, just saying, plain and simple. And with the way tuition's rising up, I think that system of slavery is getting worse. It's going up like, I don't know the exact percentage a year, but like I said, when my grandma went to college, it was like $80, $150 a semester, which grandparent you ask. But it's getting worse, and the slavery system is becoming a lot worse, and these interest rates.
What do you feel about the whole idea that our history books in school tell us what history really is? How do you feel about
Well,
that?
I mean, it's not up to us to say what it really is or isn't. Now, like
9/11 supposedly was a terrorist attack.
yeah, you
That's what
don't
your
know.
history books
And the
say.
thing is, the what I like of the history books is, now you do have to portray it for what it believed it is. And what it believed to be is I didn't word that
Well, what is
correctly.
it really?
It's believed to be that Al Qaeda, the terrorist attack. Now, that's the most direct proof we have right now. But the history books don't even question it. I'm not asking you to put this is what happened. You say what really happened. No, but it doesn't even leave room to question
No,
what
this
happened.
is what happened. That's it. There are no questions.
There's your answer. There's no way to even the history books doesn't recommend a way to question what happened. What if our government's corrupt? I'm not saying it is, but what if? And the history book doesn't even allow for that to happen.
In Nazi Germany, what were they talking about the Jews?
How they're vile people, right? That's
How
what
they
they
were
claimed.
disgusting people,
Yeah.
and how these people deserve to die.
You guys are back on Hitler right now?
No, we're talking about history and shit like that, which is in school. But you know what I'm trying to say? It's just like
There's just very little questioning allowed, and that's what gets me back on, you know, what Richie was saying about how he likes reading and writing, and I want to comment on how with reading and writing there are no wrong answers. You put your opinion, as long as you have facts to support your opinion, there's no wrong answers. And with high school, there were right and wrong answers, and in college there's prereqs. Don't get me wrong, but with my major of choice, there's no wrong answers. I write my essay, I support it, I get a good grade, I go on with life. I'm not an engineering major, I'm not going to make $100K right out of college, but college is a good thing, you know, regardless of how much they charge you, I guess.
You know.
At the end of the day, if you have ambition and dreams, college is a good thing.
Yeah. And the thing is with college, regardless of what your degree in, you know, I heard one of the worst majors, let's just say, for example, religious majors. As a college major, you could read well, you can write well, you can adhere to a timely schedule, you can communicate well with others, and you have long-term success. Most careers are long-term projects. FBI, you need to catch a fugitive. It's a long-term project. Marketing, you need to see what is this new strategy develop. It doesn't happen overnight. It's long-term. And what college proves is that you can handle these long-term things.
Mm-hmm.
So, college is a good thing, you know?
I got you.
But I mean, back on high school, let me tell you, if I could do high school again, because I mean, I got my GED. I had horrible grades in high school. The only way I can get into a university is if I scored really high in the GED. So I dropped out with half a credit left, scored in like the top 1% of all GEDs, got right into ASU. Not even joking. And had I do it again, I'd drop out my sophomore year of high school, and I'd be graduated by now.
You know what I'm saying?
But high school doesn't even allow you to think that way. High school is so systematic, you
If you
know?
don't do this, you're a fucking loser. Piece of
Exactly.
shit.
And you know, I will say part of this is because we're so lowly ranked in the education system. You know, I grew up in a suburb of Chicago, South, and I really good grades. Granted, I wasn't in high school. I wasn't taking hard classes. I had really good grades. And maybe different school systems do allow you to think that way. But at least here in Arizona, they don't.
It's almost like we have to find out for ourselves what the truth is. You know what I'm trying to say? And it's like, here's the thing. You mentioned religious
Studies.
and the thing about that is that what I honestly feel about that is that with religious studies, anybody can open up the Bible and read it. Not everybody can open up the Bible and feel it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm trying to say?
Well, it's studying how it's written. But go on.
It's studied how about it was written, because there are a lot of people who study the Bible. They study scriptures. They study these things.
Right.
And then so historically, they'll logically put information in their head, but they still won't get the message across about God and His love.
It's
You
just
see
a story.
That's all it is to
Yeah.
them. There is no meaning behind
There's
it.
no moral.
You see what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
All it is a bunch of words. Jesus was just a dude. He meant nothing. What is the spiritual realm? I've never been there, I'm not going to get into the spiritual realm by far because we have a lot of stories. I know Nick has crazy stories about that.
Okay.
I'm not going to get into that. But, you know what I'm trying to say? It's like, I don't even like to even touch base because a lot of people want to talk about, oh, well, I've been majoring in the Bible and blah, blah, blah.
Right.
Once you start talking about something that has to include God, that's where I get a little antsy because it's almost...
You should.
like- because here's the thing. I look at God and I see Father.
Okay.
I see my dad.
True.
You see what I'm trying to say? I see I see love. I see someone like if you're my sister, someone's talking shit about my sister, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do if someone's talking shit about your sister? Someone's talking shit about your girlfriend, what are you gonna do?
Depends who it is, what they say. No, I understand what you're trying to get to. No, I'm trying to get
to
to.
me, it may be too personal because I have that relationship like that. But at the same time, it's just it's the propaganda behind, oh, let's read the Bible for what it says, not what it is.
And that's how our history books are.
You know?
For
Let's read it for what it says.
It doesn't question anything.
No, of
It
course
doesn't.
not.
You know, I mean, you know, for example, I don't want to get too far off subject. I hope I can stay on track. What was it, 1,000 years ago or so? There was the Catholic Crusaders.
Yeah.
You know, and Catholic, it's Christianity in my opinion. You know, you believe in Jesus. I believe Catholics go to heaven. Now, they at the time were bad people.
They were fucking the Spanish Inquisition, bro. Look what happened.
Again, this is an extreme example. I don't believe this, but I'm just trying to, maybe you can relate this to other events in history. What if during the time of Hitler, the Jewish people were planning something, and Hitler knew it and we didn't? I don't think it's true. I have relatives who are Jewish. I actually have a relative who is not Jewish. You know, but basically, I'm trying to say is you never know. Now that example was extreme. No, I do believe Hitler was a wrong person. I do believe the Holocaust was just an unfortunate event that happened to a certain group of people. But relate to past events.
What you say yesterday too? What are they doing with the Holocaust and how they're taking it?
Oh, dude, there's organizations out there in multiple countries that want to get it out of history books. Why? Because history repeats itself, and you want people to know about it. I mean, come on.
Those who don't learn from history are doomed to repeat it.
Yeah.
My social studies teacher in New York had that a fucking little cartoon on her fucking thing, and she always had that there. And it's just, I just remember that now. It's just like it makes so much sense now.
Yeah.
And
I don't know, something about school. After high school, you're kind of almost given two options: military or college. For the most part, obviously, you can jump right into the workforce, whatnot. Now, getting to think about that, college, you are part of the debt slave system, and military, you're enforcing the debt slave system.
yeah,
You know, it's all part of the
Put your
system.
life on- but here's the thing: I don't want to talk shit about anyone who goes into the military.
No.
Not at all. You're doing your thing, man. You're doing this, but at the end of the day, man, I want to know what the fuck I'm really fighting for.
Yeah.
Am I fighting for myself, and I'm fighting for people who tell me what I'm fighting for?
Yeah.
You see what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, they'll tell you they go to fucking, you know what I'm saying? I did it. I needed to go to college because they don't have the brain, so they'll go and they'll go do. I need to do a tour.
Right.
Parents, it's a lot of family tradition too. The
It is.
military families are fucking. You know what I'm
Very,
saying?
yeah.
They're strict as hell, man, and anyone will tell you that.
They don't understand the motive of their actions.
You know what I'm trying to say? A lot of them just say because of my father. My father was
Now
in the
there are some people in the military, you see these pictures and it's soldiers covering their face with something they wrote on a piece of paper. They stick up for what they believe in. But yes, a lot of it is being passed on.
There are a lot of soldiers now. You can actually see. They're actually telling other soldiers and military people to get out of the military because with the war really is on. If you really want to get into that, but
That's a different date.
it's a different day.
And I mean, you guys do know I've been to the War of Fort Jackson. And I have some input. So
The War of Fort Jackson.
the War of Fort Jackson, Delta 239.
You were in war?
No, son, I went to basic.
Oh, I was like, wait, you're lying to me. Fort Jackson. That sounds like the Civil War.
Nah. So,
Oh, hey everybody, I'm back.
Yeah, what the fuck just happened?
Nah, man, it's just a bunch of bullshit with my girlfriend. That's a different day. that's a different topic, guys.
No shit.
well, yo, I mean, I just want to put up any closing notes. Anything else you really want to get across?
Wait, we're ending this?
I got nothing else to say, son. Do you?
What were you guys talking about while I was gone?
We're talking about the military and stuff like that.
That I can't get into. I think I heard some of what you said, and exactly what you said is how I think about it.
You just trying to pawn it off, you fucking asshole.
Hey, no, I support the troops, guys.
Yeah.
I don't appreciate the people that run you, but I appreciate you guys for fighting for for our freedoms.
As mentioned in previous podcasts, I think we're going on closing notes right now.
I mean, listen, we could do this for as long as
okay.
we want. We don't have to always, we could land on a certain subject, education. So we cover not just education. And here's the thing about
Medicine.
these webcasts is that they're not going to always go on the straight line because in a regular conversation, there's a regular conversation.
Because Rich likes to sidetrack us, but
Yeah, I'm trying to
Wait,
say.
what did I do? Fuck you guys.
Wait,
Man.
what?
I didn't sidetrack shit.
like I said, share, like, subscribe. If we get money, if you want to join the conversation, we get to fly. We get to
We can
fly
you out
out.
because this
you
money,
know?
if we do make money off this vlog, it's not a podcast, it's a vlog.
It's a webcast.
I mean, hey, he already has a business. I'm already in college. You guys work.
Yeah.
We're not doing this for money. So join
crazy.
join the conversation.
Most definitely. We're going to put up maybe...
What do I know about you?
I'm saying, so...
That's all I gotta say.
Copyright.
End it.
Oh, sorry, guys.
We have
You
to
didn't
start
hear.
over.
The FCC's going to be...
Let's just
on my
you
next.
want to cut it down and then cut the last bit of it.
I don't understand these girls. I don't understand these
Yeah,
girls.
just
Girls.
cut it.
All right, peace out.
Bye, guys. Take care.
Good luck,
Brush your
peace.
hair.
Prosperity.
Why am I doing the Hitler
Question
thing?
everything.
Bye.
Question everything.
Peace out.